The stage was set for what should have been a light-hearted, entertaining episode of The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. Matt Damon, a Hollywood favorite known for his intelligence and charisma, was booked as the main guest of the evening. The audience was buzzing with excitement, but what no one expected was that this seemingly standard TV appearance would spiral into one of the most talked about live television moments in recent memory. As Damon made his entrance, applause erupted, but behind that smile was a brewing storm. The tension between Colbert and Damon wasn't visible at first, but insiders later revealed that had been backstage friction minutes before they went live. The disagreement, a political comment Damon reportedly made that didn't sit well with Colbert or CBS producers. As the interview began, the usual pleasantries were exchanged. Colbert praised Damon's latest film, and Damon cracked a few jokes. But just a few minutes into the segment, Damon steered the conversation in a direction that veered off the script. "You know, we pretend this is all just fun and games, but let's not kid ourselves. Hollywood has become a mouthpiece for corporate agendas," he said. The audience chuckled awkwardly. Colbert raised an eyebrow. "That's quite a statement, Matt," he replied, trying to guide the conversation back on track. But Damon wasn't done. "You're smart enough to know this whole industry is built on keeping people distracted. Even this show. Even you." The studio fell silent. Colbert gave a tight smile, clearly irritated. "Let's try to stick to the film," he said. But Damon ignored the cue. What followed was a 5-minute exchange that turned into a verbal standoff. Damon, increasingly passionate, criticized mainstream media's role in shaping public perception. "We're entertainers, not truth tellers. And pretending otherwise is dishonest," he said. Colbert, known for his quick wit and sharp political commentary, fired back. "Isn't it ironic coming from a guy who's made millions playing characters written by the same system he's criticizing?" The audience gasped. Damon laughed sarcastically. "At least I'm honest about it." What had started as an interview now felt like a televised debate. The tension was undeniable, and for producers watching from the sidelines, it was quickly becoming a crisis. Backstage, panic set in. Segment producers signaled Colbert to cut to commercial, but the host, never one to shy away from a challenge, pushed forward. "Look, Matt," he said firmly, "you're free to express your opinions, but this show isn't a platform for conspiracy-laced monologues." Damon leaned forward. "It's not a conspiracy to point out that when everything is entertainment, nothing is real." The studio lights felt hotter than ever. Crew members were on edge. Finally, a voice from the control room made the caller cut his mic. Damon's audio was lowered without him noticing immediately, and Colbert turned to the camera. "We'll be right back," he said through clenched teeth. During the commercial break, chaos erupted. Damon stood up, furious. "You silenced me?" he shouted. Colbert, remaining seated, responded, "You hijacked the show." Damon was quickly approached by 2 staff members, asking him to leave the set. "You're asking me to leave for telling the truth?" he snapped. "No," a producer responded, "we're asking you to leave because you turned a guest segment into a hostile takeover." Cameras weren't rolling, but plenty of crew members witnessed the confrontation. Damon, visibly frustrated, grabbed his jacket and walked off set. The moment he exited the studio, the news began to spread like wildfire. By the time the show resumed airing, the audience and viewers at home were left confused. Colbert returned solo, making a vague statement. "Sometimes, live television reminds us it's very live," he joked, clearly trying to move on. But Twitter was already ablaze. #Matt Damon meltdown began trending within minutes. Rumors flew. Had Damon planned the whole thing? Was Colbert too harsh? Opinions were divided. Clips of the segment began circulating online, with some praising Damon for speaking truth to power and others accusing him of being unprofessional and disrespectful. The confrontation wasn't just a TV memento, it had become a cultural flashpoint. In the following days, both camps issued statements. Damon's publicist claimed he had no intention of causing a disruption, but Matt Damon believes deeply in free speech and authenticity, even when it's uncomfortable. Colbert's team responded by defending the show's editorial standards, saying, While The Late Show values spirited conversation, it will not allow the platform to be used to spread unvetted claims or disrupt the purpose of the show. Meanwhile, media analysts weighed in, calling the confrontation a sign of growing tensions between Hollywood personalities and media institutions. Everyone had a take, and no one was staying silent. Hollywood was watching, too. Some celebrities supported Damon, with a few even reposting his comments with approval. Others distanced themselves, wary of appearing confrontational in their own future interviews. Late-night shows, traditionally safe PR platforms for actors promoting their films, now faced new challenges. Producers tightened guest policies. Pre-show meetings became more rigorous. Matt Damon had, intentionally or not, changed the dynamic between celebrity and media gatekeeper. The question wasn't just about who was right or wrong, it was about what comes next. Weeks later, Damon addressed the incident during a podcast. "I don't regret saying what I said," he declared. "People are tired of sugar-coated interviews and fake laughs. They want honesty." His comments reignited the debate. Colbert, meanwhile, stayed silent. Ratings for The Late Show spiked temporarily due to the controversy, but the long-term effects remain to be seen. Had viewers been turned off or tuned in more? Regardless, the incident highlighted an undeniable truth. Live TV is unpredictable, and when strong personalities clash, the results can be explosive. As for the legacy of that night, it became one of those unforgettable late-night moments replayed again and again on YouTube, news recaps, and social media threads. Matt Damon's outburst and ejection from The Late Show will be remembered not just as entertainment, but as a defining moment in the relationship between celebrity and media. It forced audiences to question where the line is between free speech and show structure, between truth and entertainment. One thing is certain: after that night, no one would look at a simple talk show guest appearance the same way again.